Hi there, I'm Janelle, a content creator from Edify, where our mission is to allow access to music and music creation for kids everywhere in the world. Today, I'd like to talk to you about scales, and in particular, the C major scale. Now, a scale is any set of musical notes ordered in a specific sequence by pitch. For major scales, the formula or sequence of intervals is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Now, what do I mean by that? Imagine your major scale as the rungs on a ladder. There are 16 rungs, all equally spaced at 6 inches or half a foot. You start off standing on the lowest rung and decide that you want your next step to be on rung 3. From rung 1 to rung 3 is 1 whole foot. You make another leap to rung 5, and that again is a whole foot. But then at rung 5, you decide to step up to rung 6, which is only half a step away. So far on your ladder, you've made 3 movements, similar to the first half of a major scale: whole step, half step. Some musicians prefer to say whole tone, semitone. Either way, I'm pretty sure you now understand how the major scale moves. So what about the C major scale in particular? The C major scale is made up of 8 notes. Starting on C, you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again, an octave higher than the first C. So now let's see if the letters we've just listed match up with the sequence of intervals that a major scale is said to have. This first note, indicated with the purple heart, is C4. The note immediately next to it is found on a black key, indicated by a white heart, and that note is C#4. But that's not the next note in our scale, is it? Our next note should be a D, which would be the note indicated by our red star. So although these notes seem to be immediately beside each other on the note grid, they are actually a whole step or whole tone apart. After the second note, D, the next note is an E. Here is our E on the piano. As you can see, we skipped another black key in order to get to our E. We skipped that note because it was a D sharp, which wasn't a part of our scale. Now, according to our major scale pattern, the next movement should be a half step. And if we move from the E to the note immediately beside it, we see that that is definitely right because we've landed on our next note, an F. Our remaining notes would be a G, A, B, and C. As you can see, this follows the second half of the major scale pattern: whole step, half step. A pretty easy way to remember the C major scale on the piano is to start on C and only play white keys until you get to the C an octave up. When our settings are set to C diatonic scale, the MusiQuest platform works the exact same way. Start on C and just keep clicking the ascending notes in a ladder-like manner until you get to the C an octave higher. Another interesting thing about the C major scale is that because it is built on C, it doesn't use a key signature. Just in case you're not familiar with the term, a key signature refers to the arrangement of sharp or flat signs on particular lines and spaces of a musical staff. These symbols are used to indicate that the corresponding notes should be consistently raised by sharps or lowered by flats from their natural pitches. But the C major scale has all the pitches in their natural form, no sharps or flats to be seen. So on a staff, the C major scale ascending and descending in quarter notes would look like this. Once a student understands the basic structure of a major scale, and with the C major scale as an example, it's pretty easy for them to use that information and start to compose. And you can always help them along by demonstrating how the parts of the scale are used in existing well-known compositions. The famous children's song, Mary Had a Little Lamb, starts off by using the last 3 descending notes of the C major scale. At the more complex end of the spectrum is a piece like Mozart's Piano Sonata No. 16, in which you can see multiple scalar movements such as those in bars 5 through 8 of the composition. The possibilities are endless. For more information, composing with scales, and tons of other fun learning, give our MusiQuest program a try. Getting started is free, and you can easily sign up on web via app.musiquest.com. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and we'll do our best to address them as soon as possible. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to helping you and your family learn and enjoy learning about music.